If the polls are right, the 2012 election will be decided by a few crucial votes in a handful of hotly contested states, but far from being just a domestic ballot. Bruce Stokes at the Pew Research Center says the U.S. election will have global implications.
Oh, absolutely. The Americans get to vote in this election, but the world gets to deal with the consequences.
With a gross domestic product equal to about a quarter of the world's total output, no other country has a larger economic footprint. A common refrain among economists is that when the U.S. sniffles, the rest of the world catches a cold. Desmond Lockman is a macroeconomist at the conservative-leaning American Enterprise Institute.
We saw that clearly in the 2008-2009 great economic recession. Events that occurred in the United States banking system reverberated right through the globe.
On the campaign trail, both candidates agree a healthy U.S. economy is crucial to global stability. Both have assured Americans they have a plan to bolster the economy, starting with Republican hopeful Mitt Romney, who promises to level the playing field by getting tough on China.
On day one, I will label China a currency manipulator, which will allow me as president to be able to put in place, if necessary, tariffs where I believe that they are taking unfair advantage of our manufacturers.
Hello, Virginia!
Fighting to win a second term, President Obama says U.S. trade has increased significantly under his leadership. So has China's undervalued currency, which he says has risen 11% since he took office. The key to a strong economy, says Mr. Obama, is to bring manufacturing jobs back to the U.S. And he says Mr. Romney is the wrong person to do it.
Keep in mind that Governor Romney invested in companies that were pioneers of outsourcing to China. Governor, you're the last person who's going to get tough on China.
But China is only part of a larger equation. The debt crisis in Europe has reduced demand for U.S. goods. Desmond Lockman says deepening problems in the 17-nation Eurozone could further slow growth worldwide.
My expectation is that Europe, being the largest trade partner of the United States, is going to pose real challenges to the United States in the years ahead.
Lockman says Romney offers a more business-friendly approach to solving the nation's chronically high unemployment. But the Pew Center's Bruce Stokes says given Obama's popularity in many parts of the world, the image of the U.S. could suffer under a Romney presidency.
China, very interesting. I do think that given Romney's rhetoric, there could be a short-term hit to America's image in China. The big hit's going to be in Europe.
A recent survey by the Pew Center shows Western Europe overwhelmingly in favor of a second term for Mr. Obama. 92% in France, 89% in Germany, and 73% in Britain. However, the president scored poorly in Greece, where only 22% approved of his handling of the global economy. Whoever wins, Lockman says there's a lot at stake, particularly if a divided Congress is unable to agree on drastic spending cuts at the end of the year.
If things go wrong in the United States, that would certainly have huge global ramifications, particularly right now, is with the rest of the world not being in good shape. The last thing that they need is for the United States to be stumbling.
History suggests the world will adapt to whomever America chooses. What is clear, say experts, is that the outcome will shape economic and geopolitical attitudes around the world for years to come. Mil Arcega, VOA News, Washington.